Hey, welcome back to the channel or whatever. You know, this is Curse on Dice, session 22. And because I forget every freaking time anymore, I'm going to say at the beginning of the session this time. Please go check out both Connor's channel, Versatile Diecaster, which I will eventually go back like 6 videos and start putting all the links back on my videos and get everything back on the playlist. I have been slacking something fierce. I know. Secondly, don't forget to check out the Absolute Tabletop Official RPG group on Facebook. They're pretty great. Awesome people. I'm going to be posting interest posts on there, like, probably after this session and all day tomorrow, and trying to get, like, 3 or 4 games together for a whole other channel that I can't remember the name of at the moment.
The idiots arise.
Power Up Score RPG for Disability, I think it's called. I probably screwed that up. I'm sorry, guys, but, you know, there's a shout out. Check out their channel. If I can find their link, I'll find their link. For his new monster guide that he's publishing, PDF that he's publishing. Anyway, the boring stuff aside, depending on who you are. What's that?
I'm interested in this PDF guide. I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, this is new. This started last week. Connor's actually a part of that too, aren't you, Connor?
I don't think so.
Why are you so quiet? Hold on.
What are you part of? Are you referring to the replica game?
The Legat's Tome, I think it was.
I'm not a part of that.
You're not a part of that? Okay. There's a lot of people that are a part of a lot of different things, and it's hard for me to keep track anymore. I do a lot of things. So, which is surprising. Anyway, moving along. So, last session, just a quick recap. We finally entered the Amber Temple, where we came across Dovin and his wife, Olga, came across a group of nefarious bandits. I don't remember who talked to who or if Han shot first, but someone attacked. The fight ensued. Dovin fell. He's dead. He's a ghost.
Dovin struck first.
Dovin struck first?
Dovin struck first.
It makes sense, honestly.
And then we tried to help him, and he was finally murdered with an axe to chest.
I wouldn't say violently, but, you know, a death's a death. So, shortly afterwards,
So I gotta make room for it.
So, after that, party took a rest. Millie found a secret room, snuck in there, opened up a scroll without knowing anything about it. It burst into a fireball, igniting the other scrolls and parchments in the room, burning any extra help that they may have had. Walked out, coughed up the obligatory anime smoke out of her lungs, went to open a door, and immediately saw 3 skulls floating around the room, emitting a green flame.
Yeah, I was going to mention there was also fire there, and it seems to be a theme for Millie's Day.
Yes. This girl is on fire.
Also, the second he opened the door, he closed it.
Yep. So it was left wide open, and they floated right in. I remember that very specifically.
Remember that.
Wink, wink. No, that didn't happen. So, as we started off right there, as you close the door, Millie, you see a familiar face that you've seen not that long ago, the one that just resurrected Dovin.
What the fuck do you want?
And she says, ransom. And
Already? It's been like 5 minutes, you crazy hoe.
as you look around, Dovin's ghost is also gone.
You impatient little skink.
and we'll go from there.
Huh? I'm still here.
What's the move?
Patient skank.
Well, Krevin is entirely confused. That's why Millie shut the door immediately after she opened it.
Melee. Where did the amber temple go? Here we go. So, Krevin asked you why you closed the door so suddenly.
Oh, flaming skulls. They didn't look like they liked me.
Let's go down. Let's go to a different room. We'll lock. We'll lock that door so it can't be opened.
Second.
There is actually no way to lock the door. All you do is simply shut it.
Well, the skulls don't have hands, so we're good.
That you know of.
All right, and that was the northern door, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we could go down those stairs to the statue thingy, which was probably foreboding, or we could go across the hall to the other door. And hope those things don't follow us.
Say that again.
We'll try the other door, I guess.
So you guys want to try the door on the east wall, or you want to try to make it through the room, through the hall?
Millie?
Well, I could make it through the hall really quickly, but
I mean,
I'm the door first.
For the coin, I guess.
If you want to, I'm voting for the east door.
I didn't hear a word of that.
Can you repeat that? Brandon didn't hear it.
I said I'm going towards the east door, probably.
Okay, we'll go to the east door then.
Got it. So as you open the door, what you see is a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooking a vast temple. The black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet into the temple floor. Or to the temple floor, not into. That makes a difference. The vaulted ceiling is 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, blending the gloom a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed at the west end of the balcony. A similar pair stands open to the east.
You guys will take the one to the east.
There's the door down that way, and there's those stairs, I guess.
You guys will take the stairs. See what's above or below.
Well,
They just-
that's fine. Hopefully we don't explode. That seems to be a thing here.
All right, sure. So the stairs or the door?
Stairs.
It is up to you guys.
Yeah, and wouldn't it be down the stairs since we're on a balcony?
Yeah, it'd be down the stairs.
Yeah, fine. Let's go look down the stairs, see if there's something. Maybe that fancy sword we're supposed to find.
I'm trying to relearn this map real quick. All right, so as you descend the stairs, there are four. You can see four black marble columns supported by the vaulted ceiling, are supporting the vaulted ceiling of the temple. At the north end of which stands a 40-foot tall statue of a cowled figure in flowing robes. The statue's stony hands are outstretched as if in the midst of casting a spell. Its face is void of utter blackness.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks really ominous.
The ominous statue is next line. The ominous statue stands between two black marble balconies, one of which is particularly collapsed and fallen on the temple's black marble floor in front of an open doorway. The walls of the temple are sheathed in amber, as everything else in here, and the doors leading from it are made of amber as well. Further than what I said. Arched hallways coated with amber lead the way from the temple to the west and east. Flanking these exits are alcoves that hold white marble statues of robed human wizards with pointed hats and golden staffs. One of them is toppled over and lies shattered along the floor. I sure hope you got all that because it is really difficult.
I need to take my dog out real quick.
So he's going to put a hit out on his dog. He'll be back momentarily.
Okay, the Old Yeller's time.
I mean, we've all seen the end of Old Yeller, right?
We've all cried, too.
Where the red fern grows. There's a lot of kids' movies about killing their dog.
I know. So it's a little disturbing.
It's so weird.
Isn't it odd? Okay, so Stony, you would be right along with everyone. Wouldn't you? No, Stony disappeared. Shoot. Shit. Start. Whoops. My bad. I forgot. Stony was spirited away. Stony. 1 minute you're with your friends, getting ready to enter the Amber Temple.
You're
The next-
too wild dog for me.
So we're obviously retconning. We're going way back to this moment. The next, your friends are frozen in place as you start walking forward. You look back to ask them what's going on. And you see a bald man with a long, pointed beard, purple robes, eyes of a deep purple as well. And he says, and he's standing there with a halfling woman. And he says, Stony, I need to borrow you for a moment. The halfling woman just shakes her head. She goes, you'll get that joke in a minute.
Am I a book? Is this a library?
What?
You said you need to borrow me. Libraries let people borrow books.
Humorous, yes. Come with me, please.
Okay. Stony starts to skip next to him.
So you stand next to him. He brings out a silvery metallic orb. And then in the next instant, you are in fact, some kind of study or library, surrounded by dark wood and books galore. A huge hearth of the fireplace. Several dozen tables scattered throughout this room. High vaulted ceilings. The actual ceiling the ceiling itself is probably 50 foot in the air. Windows from floor to ceiling tip. And he says, welcome to my home. Now, how are you and your friends faring in Barovia at the moment?
Well, I'm still in high spirits, but they told me that a lot of people died, so they're probably not feeling as great.
Makes sense. Now, speaking of them dying, Your friend, and he looks at the halfling woman, Dovin, right? She shakes her head, yes. She's not speaking, she's just nodding. He is recently married, yes?
He very well might be.
Is it by his own volition?
It very well might be.
Is it to a woman named Olga? I don't know her last name either.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so you have to make sure that they stay in union.
I'll make sure they don't get a divorce.
More than that, you see, before they leave Barovia, they need to conceive a child.
Oh. Should I, like, make mood music or something?
Let's get it on.
If you could, sure. Really, you just need to do whatever you can to encourage this with the time that they have.
Oh. That should be
Fast
easy
forward.
enough. Just give
Fast
Dovin a
forward to
lot
current
of
time,
alcohol.
Hoven's dead.
That'd
Sorry.
be easy enough. Dovin just needs a lot of alcohol in his system, and he'll probably be like, hey, you want to do it?
That apparently is the way this usually happens. She's shaking her head no, but from what I read, that's basically what happens. Listen, this is Sana. She was once with the traveling adventure party that you're with now. She is technically dead and not dead.
Well, that sounds weird.
Well, you see, I saved her at the very last second before Strahd's fireball killed everybody.
Oh, is that why she's called Sauna?
I don't believe so, but I'll remember that one for later. Now, she can't do anything, but a mission she was on was to rescue her betrothed. Well, his soul, you see. A demon murdered him for his soul to power up a powerful weapon. Now, your party itself won't be around at the time of his defeat is supposed to happen. But the champion that is to defeat this demon would be the offspring of Dovin and Olga.
Right, the story.
So, what you're telling me is
It's clearly
Dovin
wrong. Him.
and Olga have a child, and then that child goes on to beat a demon who was using Sauna's husband's soul in a powerful weapon.
Yes.
That seems very convoluted.
Oracles. What can I say?
I'll try my best to make sure they have a kid.
And it has to be before they leave Barovia. They have to conceive this child.
Is there something special about having kids in Barovia? Are they, like, immune to depression? Because they already have it?
It's mostly just the time frame we're looking at.
Oh. Okay.
If the child is conceived outside of Barovia, it is already too late.
You probably should have told me this a lot sooner.
Well, I couldn't tell you until after they were married.
Who makes these rules?
You can't hear that voice, he's not here.
Well, you could have told me anyway, and I could have gotten them to get to marriage faster.
Well, it had to be their choice to be married as well. And not for this particular reason.
When he was drunk, so it wasn't really his choice.
This is a fun session for Jared to be missing.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but like I could persuade them with other reasons.
That's kind of your task.
I
It's
love
okay.
that there's a much bigger problem with this whole thing that neither of them are currently aware of.
Yeah, don't worry, it's gonna get good.
So if I just tell them to have a kid because it plays an important part in demon slaying, will that break the rules?
Yes.
So that kid won't be able to slay a demon if I tell them that it's for that explicit reason, even if it's born in the right time frame?
Correct.
But why?
You can't tell them the reason why. You just have to encourage them to have this child. And I can only tell you because only the wizards that are granted the High Council honor at some point in their timeline are allowed to know things of past and future that others do not know.
I get on the High Council?
Spoiler alert.
Wow, I thought the best I would do is making this weird glove.
Does that mean
Sana,
he has plot armor?
Sana walks up and kicks him in the shin. He says, again, you don't necessarily have to be alive to be on the High Council. Just keep that in mind.
Oh,
Sana's not actually on the council. She's my assistant, but you'd be kind of in this similar situation.
I'd be your assistant?
No, you would be on the High Council. You'd have your own assistants, in fact. But her state of existence is what I meant.
Oh. So I won't be able to talk?
Well, you'd never be able to go back to your actual own time. And outside of your own time, you cannot talk.
Oh. Well,
It
so
gets tricky.
I wouldn't be able to talk.
Yes.
Well, that's not fun.
It makes spellcasting quite difficult.
Well, I'll try my best.
Yeah, please stay alive and please make sure this happens. Otherwise, and then he takes you over to a small pool and he gets you out a step stool that he's recently acquired for Sana. And you can walk up and you look in. And then he snaps his fingers in this pool of strange clear blue liquid, not water, some other ethereal type fluid.
Aether water.
It shimmers, and then you see a completely blasted hellscape. The entire land is just bleached white sand.
Wow.
You can see demons flying, some kind of hellish creatures flying in the sky, giant creatures crawling through the sand. It shifts over. You see people running for their lives and being torn apart. You see entire civilizations forced to hide underground from these great beasts. He says, if this device is allowed to function, if the child is not born in the proper, conceived and then born in the proper time frame, this is what the future will hold.
Oh.
This looks fun.
That doesn't look very neat.
So, at the risk of a literal apocalypse, get your friend laid.
It's really not that much new.
Okay, I will return you. I can't return you exactly to the time I took you from, because time flows funny. I will drop you off to where your friends are supposed to be currently. Time travel is strange. Don't try to question it. And then you
question it a lot.
And then you find yourself in the room, in a room surrounded by amber, with Dovin dead on the ground.
Oh, this is not good.
And neither of us to be seen.
Yeah, they've just walked out of the room. So there's a door to the east opened up. There's a door to the north that's not open. There's a big crack in the wall to the southwest. There's also char marks in some kind of doorway to the south.
I'm going to look at the char marks because normally I'm the one to make those.
Roll Arcana check.
All right. So that's going to be a 16.
So, also roll a perception check.
Oh, that's much worse.
Hear the explosion.
Yeah, that is a 4.
Okay, never mind. So, you do see, you recognize the kind of blast pattern of this being a fireball, and it makes you worry because, again, Dovin's dead on the ground, and you don't see his wife or Millie or Krevin, and there is a large char mark here from a definite fireball spell of some sort.
They were trying to ash, my friends. Just pick up the
Well,
ash.
one of two things happened here, and I really don't want it to be they're all dead. And then Stoney's gonna pull out his disc, he's gonna press a button, throw it onto the ground, and he's gonna try his best to put Dovin onto it.
Roll a strength check. Well, what's your strength
Actually,
at?
isn't Dovin buried under a bunch of garbage?
Oh yeah, Dovin's buried under a bunch of garbage. Never mind, you don't see him.
Oh.
So you don't see him. You don't see your friends. You just see the fireball with a bunch of dead people in the room.
Wow, this place is looking not great. I
I
wonder.
think we're good here.
I really hope nobody here is my friend.
You hear a voice, that the man's voice in the back of your mind. Don't screw this up.
Gosh, I'm
The
trying.
one that Millie left to bleed out's probably just finishing, by the way.
Yeah, you'd probably hear the last gasp of a breath. No. He would have bled out in about 4 minutes. It would have been a while, but you guys took an hour-long rest, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
He's dead. He's cold.
45 minutes cold.
So, just wondering, are those silver daggers that Millie have magic?
They do technically. Well, the dagger that she had does technically count as magic, but the silverware would not.
Okay. So, Stony is going to cast Detect Magic to see if his friends are either Ash or somewhere else.
Let me see how far can you detect magic to?
30 feet.
You know what? Actually, considering where we're at, you detect magic and you are surrounded by magic.
You can
Well,
sense
this
my
didn't help at all.
I want you to roll an Arcana check, DC 17.
The skulls
try-
would show up on that too, wouldn't they? Like if they're within 30 feet.
Yeah, that's
It goes through thin wood. Like it has to be pretty thick to stop it.
yeah.
I got 23, so.
Oh, good. So yeah, you can actually you detect magic all over. You're like, oh god, of course, and then you kind of slowly pinpoint. You can find Millie's dagger in the next room over.
Or my rod.
Does Dovin have anything magic on him?
He has plus 2 great sword.
X.
So
Oh,
it's a great sword.
Oh,
And no one took that off him, right? Even his wife left it.
I don't know.
By the way, that being magic is kind of news to me, so I have just written that down.
What do you mean that's news? Oh, you mean the knife?
I just thought it got through some resistances because it was silver.
So yeah, you also detect Dovin's greatsword under a pile of trash.
That's not
Millie's
supposed to be
amulet.
there.
Huh?
And the amulet.
And yeah, Millie has the amulet, right?
Yep.
Does Dovin have it?
Millie.
Oh, Millie has to have it. That's right.
I might move a rod and that's it.
Well, that's not
So-
meant to be there.
Yeah, you can sense it under the pile of trash, and then you notice the trash is in a kind of a particular heap, similar to a burial mound.
The guy as he lives.
Oh, this is not good. So, Tony's gonna press a few buttons on the gauntlet. He's gonna press his hand onto the ground and raise it up as high as he can, and just a big bubble is going to appear with arms and legs, and he's going to be casting Unseen Servant.
Oh, nice.
And he's gonna point at the rocks and he's gonna say, could you clear that off for me so that I know it's not who I think it is?
It goes over and it starts brushing all the garbage off of Dovin's corpse.
Oh no.
And you realize you already failed your mission. Suddenly dressed.
I guess we should probably get him alive again, possibly. And now he's gonna pull out his disc and throw it on the ground. And now he and the servant are gonna try to put it onto the disc.
Now you can do that.
And then we're gonna make our way over to where Millie is.
Okay, so you head out and take a left and you start heading down the stairs. Millie, you hear pat, 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 pat. You recognize as Stoney's footsteps.
Oh, at least you're back.
Yeah. So, Delvin.
Oh, super dead.
Yeah, I noticed that. We should
Deal with the crazy entity. We can probably get him back. I don't really know what I'm going to pay for that. Probably won't be fun.
we should really pay for that.
What is that?
Is Dovin's wife with Millie?
Yes.
Okay. Tony's gonna point at the woman that he probably doesn't recognize and is gonna say, "Close your ears and look away so that I know you're not reading any lips."
She does so.
He's weird, but just listen to him. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
She looks at you oddly, and then at Millie's behest, she does.
All
She
right.
kind of hums a tune, too.
So, Millie, Dovin and this woman are apparently going to have a kid that ends a demon, but only if it's conceived in Barovia. So we should get him back ASAP.
Are you sure your information didn't say it would be a demon? Like, it is Dovin we're talking about.
Dovin's not a demon.
He has his demons.
I just want to think back to all the interactions you've seen him have with the people of Barovia other than us. How many have resulted in not murder?
Stoney, a piece of paper falls out of your pocket.
Where did this come from?
As you look it over, it says, Millie's not the best reader, but please mention my name, and she should believe you, Sana.
Oh yeah, Sana said it.
It's almost dead.
See, I thought that too, but they said it was complicated.
Everything's complicated in Barovia.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
I love this place.
I was told I was
I
going
don't
to be
even
on
care
a
if I get home now. I just want to leave here. And if, maybe dangle Strahd by his pinky toes.
All right, well, now you know why we need to bring
From
this man
fishing.
back. That's Dovin's head. So, we should probably get that done quickly. And then Stoney's going to go up to his wife and poke her leg.
Oh, yeah, you're good to listen again.
Oh, okay.
So, Stoney, your magic. What do you say about this crazy-ass statue?
It is a crazy-ass statue. And then Stoney's going to actually study it.
Stoney's going to what?
And then
Good
Stoney's going to
statue.
actually study it.
Okay, hold on.
Too bad I'm not a dwarf.
Oh, yeah, stonework. It's such a silly ability, but I love it.
It's great.
It's up there with the little contraption for rock gnomes.
So, Millie, I find it pertinent to let you know who else has a passive perception of 12 or higher?
Nope.
I would bet that our monk friend does.
Kreven.
Just with this
Kreven
wisdom.
probably do.
Everyone has a 13.
She does not. So, Millie and Kreven, around this time, you notice that there are arrow slits on either side of the room. As Stoney's checking out the statue. Oh god, this is so mean.
Millie prepared the dodge action when she sees those.
You can.
Is Stony about to set off a trap?
Stoney, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I did set off a trap. Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh no. That's double damage.
That'd be cruel.
See, that's how I run it, but nat 20s let you skip out on all damage from it.
Yeah, I'm not really fair. Double damage. I'm not that mean.
So he's a wizard. He doesn't have much health to begin with.
You're right. I'm a wizard.
As a DM, I roll too well with like burst damage things like dragon breath and all that for me to do that because I would just fucking kill everybody.
Also, everyone that's within a 20-foot radius.
So all of us.
So probably all of you. Everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Also a natural one, but I get to re-roll that.
So there's going to be another nat 1.
Oh god.
21.
I got an 11.
That's cool. Oh no, she has a knight at her dexterity? That's terrible.
Man, you guys are going to get evasion in a couple levels.
I have such a high dex save too.
So we have a 10, 11, and
21.
So everybody that didn't get a 15 or higher failed.
Yay.
Yeah.
So let me give the full damage amount. 11, 15,
42?
17.
Wait, is this a range attack?
29, 34 points of
Once you
damage.
said 29, it didn't matter. I am unconscious
Sorry,
because I
did you
took
say
12
39?
damage last session from that fireball.
34 points of damage as a ball of fire erupts from the head of the statue.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
We were worried about arrows impaling us.
I use my monk ability?
You cannot.
What? It's a range attack.
It's a fireball.
It's a range attack.
It's a fireball.
I guess a magic missile back.
You can't catch a fireball.
You cannot catch a fireball, and you cannot catch a magic missile either.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
You can send it back.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
It's not a
You
ranged spell attack. It just auto hits.
Yeah.
Fireball
So-
not a spell attack either.
15.
That's like half my health, I think, if not all of it.
Oh, Olga's unconscious.
You only take half anyway, so shut up.
Oh, Olga's unconscious anyway.
Oh no.
I think it might just be Kreven.
Yeah, I'm the only one alive.
I have 8 health. So,
I guess I'm criminal medicine, everyone.
I'm gonna
So who else still up?
Me.
I am, and Trevin is.
Okay. So we need to roll initiative.
What?
I'm sorry. What?
Okay. I rolled really low initiative.
21. How many are there?
I can't answer that.
Can you see them?
Can you see through magical darkness?
There's magical darkness.
I have dark vision.
That
Can you
doesn't
see through-
work on darkness.
Dark vision can't.
Oh no, I'm an angel boy.
You need a very specific warlock invocation to do that.
I can cast a light cantrip.
That's not gonna work.
Magical light, magical darkness. May they cancel each other out.
I may need to go grab the bullet.
Motherfucker.
I'll be right
That's
back.
what you gotta do.
You need a very higher level light spell to get light to go. Something like daylight, I believe.
Which Millie had access to, by the way. With that amulet. Not that it matters at the moment. It was a really bad series of rolls. Because I remembered that I got an advantage for the prepared to dodge action, but I still rolled really, really bad.
And you even got to reroll that one.
Oh, dear.
Was there even a chance that she'd be able to stay up if she, like, saved?
Yeah, she would have been up. She had 29 health, not 29, 27 health left.
Okay. Well, now I gotta use 2 spells to make sure people don't die.
At least immediately.
Yeah. This is what I'm here for now. I am the elemental damage, and I am the healer.
I think you have bard spells now, huh?
I do get bard spells now, yes.
Road tweaking, but because that's tomorrow, now I can at least walk around the fucking time.
Right. All right, where is the A's? Cool. So they gave me a monster here and did not give me the location on its stats. So
Wait, it's just a monster? Okay, good. That's better.
that you know of.
It's not a monster.
So,
You got that
Krevin had
in the
a-
garage, too.
Kerwin was first, yeah,
Yeah, Krevin goes first.
and Stony.
I got a 13.
My compressor.
You got a 13.
Yeah, those again.
Fucking around.
That's a big air pressure tank.
Hey, all the work I do is either stupid piddly shit or like industrial commercial quality crap.
So there's no consistency.
There really is.
Mysterious
Well, no,
creature?
there is. There's no in between. That's the consistent part.
All right, so
Yes.
a giant fireball just came out of nowhere and wiped out half your party.
Yeah.
You're making that shit up.
Technically, yes.
He's trying to kill us all off.
I'm not. It's in the book. You want to see?
This is called Tyrannical DM.
Yeah. He's kind of a dick that way.
I'm pretty sure I've been really nice this far.
Yeah. This bar.
Okay.
Challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna defend Stony. But first, I'd like to roll perception to see if I can understand what this boss is, or this monster.
You go ahead and try.
Perception's plus 3, 19.
19.
See, 16 plus 3.
So you don't have a clue
Can you show me what it
Yeah.
looks like?
because you haven't seen or heard anything, and I can't find stats on it anywhere. I know what it is.
You sure? Wait, do you check?
I think it's in the monster manual.
I looked and I couldn't find it.
What is it called?
I can't tell you that.
I don't know what it looks like. What the fuck is name and change? I don't even know what the name is.
Well, you're not gonna know the name.
His name is Steve.
Sure, you can call it Steve if you want.
Steve.
He lost.
Bye, D20.
The puppy will eat it.
I know, that's what I'm getting off. Oh, come on, I landed on nat 20.
Too bad it doesn't count for anything.
I know.
So, what do you want to do? You said you wanted to defend Stony. How are you going to defend Stony?
Defensive stat around him?
Hmm?
Defensive stat around him, I guess. I can't see, so I can't. Wait. I just cast Mage Light?
You have Mage Light? That's a spell? That's not even a spell.
I cast the light
Cantrip.
cantrip.
Does light cantrip pierce through magical darkness?
Depends
don't
on
think it
what
does.
level.
I don't know.
Depends if this is the darkness spell or if it's just magic darkness.
Does not say. It says it's magical darkness.
Then maybe?
I'll go the light cantrip.
Okay. Oh, Murder Curtis. It would definitely be Murder Curtis. I'll be right back with Murder Curtis. You know that book came way out after this one. Finding it not in here. Aren't demons? Oh, it's not a Murder Curtis either. Okay, it probably is in Monster Manual, and I probably know where it's at now, actually.
Oh, I might find a way to use this. Okay. It doesn't say anything about being able to pierce through light or anything. It just says, shines a very bright light within 20-foot radius.
Demons and devils are under the same thing, yeah?
I think so. Demons and devils are under the same thing, aren't they?
No, demons and devils have their own specific sections.
Yeah, I mean, that's like in the same place in the Master Manual, just going
Yeah.
alphabetical.
They're right next to each other.
All right, well, I cannot find it, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So I'm going to allow it. I'm going to just allow it as the DM.
Okay, yeah, the light cantrip. I'll touch,
See, how is the light cantrip cast? Do you have to touch something, or
yeah.
Yes.
I was going to touch his floating disc.
it has Dovin's body on it?
I can touch Dovin.
You want to?
No, I'll just touch my,
I mean, I would like touch a rock and throw it in there or something.
that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
I was going to touch my dart and throw it.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that.
Yeah.
Just roll a dexterity to see if you get it in there.
You mean to roll to my attack? Or just roll dexterity?
Just roll a dexterity for accuracy.
Modifier or save?
Modifier. It's a check, not a save.
One kid eats my walls, or other kids be building them.
17. I mean, not 17, 18. I rolled a
At
17.
least mine can't get it.
He would. You need it.
17 plus 2, 19.
He's now playing fetch with himself. Okay. So, yeah, you're able to toss it right in this big fucking hole. And as you do, you're tink, 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 tink. And as the light slides by and down the neck of the statue, you see the grinning, snarling face. Large, sharp, jagged teeth.
Is Asmodeus?
Skin
Yeah,
is...
I'm sending you a message to help you with the search.
No, he was terrifying.
Because I was very confused as well, but now I understand.
You're sending me where? I don't see.
Second.
There it is.
What was this?
There it is.
That's that. I said, where the fuck was this?
Yeah,
The one I said we were looking for.
Oh, maybe it's under the Y's then.
Well, it would be a demon. And then it would be under that section.
Well, that's what I looked under, and it wasn't there.
He could be apple.
kind of turned into a salsa though.
The only Y of demons that I know is a Yachtwell, and they're definitely in the monster manual.
That is not it at all.
Oh, well.
Good.
There's
Oh,
me right.
Got those yesterday.
Yeah, it's not under there either.
92 chips.
If it is a Yugoloth, Yugoloths also have their own section.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime there's chips up there, it helps them get fucking take them home.
Oh, okay, that's where it is. Mikhail confused me further. Damn you, Mikhail.
I'm sorry that they didn't design their book in a fucking registerable way.
Right? It's okay.
Well, this is this thing, but we're going to put it over there. But it's this thing. Yeah, but we're going to put it over here anyway. What else is over here? Nothing similar. Okay, that's cool.
We're all gonna die. Roll new characters. I got my new character rolled. Mogo.
I have a few ideas if I die horribly.
So I was describing the creature incorrectly. What you see is, in fact, jagged, snarling fangs on the head of a fox-like creature.
I was going to say they ran into one of these in DCA.
Is it a jackal?
They run into a couple of these in DCA, actually.
Wait, let me see.
I'm not far enough in for the other ones.
Like, I see in the book now.
That's fair.
Oh, that thing?
The fox guy.
Okay.
No, the fox guy is an Arcanaloth.
Oh.
Sexy, sexy fox demon.
I mean, furries all around.
Is it vicious or feral?
You cannot... No.
No.
I know what you're trying to do. You cannot tame the Arcanaloth.
No, not taming the friend.
If we do, can we name it Charles?
Okay.
It is here to kill you guys. It is not here to be friends.
Oh. But I'm already dead.
Not yet. Working on it.
Right.
Okay.
That's true.
We'll win them and all that. We ain't got beef trash. All that.
So, what do you do about that? And as it slides back down, you no longer see the face as the glow goes
Bonnie's
down.
already helping you.
How did you get that? How did I drop that?
That's Monty.
I don't know how I dropped because I'm picking out the
happens.
trash.
Whole damn nut. No one hit.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
is that all you do on your turn?
I attack it.
How are you going to attack it?
How far away? Can I tell you?
It's up in the air. It's a good distance up. It's a big ass statue.
Dead on it.
Oh,
That doesn't kill you first.
Is it less than 20 feet up?
It's inside a statue. It is like 20 feet up, I think.
Oh,
I
so I can fly 30 feet.
hate having all these books open. Yeah, it's like 20 feet up.
Okay. I'll activate my thing.
I believe we said you had no fly speed while you're in Barovia.
Huh?
Oh no,
No.
you do. You flew previously here.
Yeah. So you
fly up. You can make your attack. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me basically.
I don't mean to be that guy, but if he transforms, that's his action.
Oh, yeah. If you do the thing, that's your action, and you can't attack. But you can move. You can move right up against it if you'd like to.
No, man, that close. Well, if it just casts fireball that close, it can hurt itself in the process.
Sure. It doesn't have a
Oh
legendary.
no, Brandon, for the dirty, dirty furry he is. Can he just like gyrate on it?
Sure, I can do that. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Do that. Transform.
You're gonna gyrate at it.
No, well, later we'll do that.
Wow.
Please don't actually.
Hey, I just walked in on that one. Kind of, what the hell?
It's really fun for a guy who doesn't know anything about D&D.
Yeah, I was gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, I'm taking off. You know, call me if you get a bunch of wild women." And I hear that, I'm like, maybe not.
No, just take that, work with it, use it as advice in your life.
How to live your life. Don't be Brandon.
Yeah, that's a good start. So, okay, you transform.
He never
Yeah.
said it was a manual of what to do.
Those are the one not to. Everything else is fine.
Moving along, it's Stoney's turn. Stoney, how would you like to retaliate?
Oh, yeah, defensive action bonus.
First,
That's dodge
it's
action.
bold of you to assume that I would like to retaliate.
Well, you don't have to retaliate. You can flee if you
I would like to use my bonus action to scream at Millie, "Oh geez, please wake up!" and cast Healing Word on her.
Hey, we'd all like some bonus action. I'm out of here.
See you later.
Yeah.
Tell them I said hi up there.
Oh, we'll do. Oh, your
And
dog's
she's going to regain
Leave the door cracked.
3 hit points.
3?
3.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to... Did Creven fly right up to the fox thing?
Did you fly up to the fox thing, or did you stay down?
No. I moved like 10 feet to the right.
Oh no.
Really draws attention to my glowiness.
I'm going to yell at the fox.
Don't yell at the box. I'm
What to say?
away from you.
I'm going to say, "You're a big dum-dum. I can do better than that with a spell." And I'm casting Vicious Mockery.
Uh-huh.
Candy inside?
Yep, she's over there sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Good boy. Thank
Wisdom
you.
saving throw, please.
Candy. Don't throw me inside.
so hold on, I gotta write down this thing's HP real quick. And that's a wisdom save for me, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. How does a natural 1 do?
Not great. You're taking 5 psychic damage and disadvantage on your next skill check or attack.
Okay. Noted.
So that's
Millie.
going to be my turn. Millie,
Actually, get a turn. That's surprising.
Your face feels like it's on fire because it just was.
Yeah, for the second time today.
Yep. You're getting very intimately familiar with this spell.
Why is there always... Oh, that's a fucking thing, isn't it? I think we should run.
You can run if you wish. Leave your friends to die.
again.
Millie's gonna limp towards one of the pillars and throw her magic dagger at it on the way.
At the pillar?
No, at the creature.
The Arcanaloth? Just into the statue in general?
Yeah, no, towards the at the Arcanaloth, and then she's gonna go towards something to hide behind.
Okay. Roll a hit. And it is behind 3/4 cover.
Monty, go.
Yeah, probably not gonna do it with a
So currently her AC would actually be up by 2.
the 16.
That will not do it.
So just kind of clatters, and now I'll try to hide. 13 plus 10, so 23.
Okay. Let me look at a thing.
The D4 is Stony's new best friend.
I feel like one of these has true sight.
One of these is not like the
Ah,
other.
okay.
So how's Olga doing?
It's not her turn yet. Oh, yep, not her turn yet. Let's see. So he, because it is a he, is going to say, "My children, help me.
No.
First, kill the gnome. From one of the arrows.
Come on, Tim.
From the arrow slits on the on the western side of the wall. I gotta look up the spell. Because I don't ever take this spell for some reason.
Is it hail of arrows?
Nope. It's a little more scary than that.
Oh, lovely.
Just a little bit, though. It does less damage overall, just so you know.
Does that matter much when I'm at 8 health?
Oh, a little bit.
Like a stiff wind will kill Millie.
Noted.
By the way, can they tell the difference between a gnome and a halfling?
Please say yes.
No, it can't. Well, hold on. Let me see its intelligence. Yeah, it can.
It thinks I'm the gnome.
Yeah, it can.
I know that the Arcanaloth can, but can the things it's commanding?
So, from one of the arrow slits, 3 glowing spectral darts come flying at you, Stony.
Oh, is this magic missile?
This is magic missile.
Guess what? Shield spell. No. That makes me immune to the magic missile spell.
Does it actually do that?
Yeah.
The only way to stop a magic missile is with shield. Or counter spell.
So, but at the last second, your shield goes up and boom.
Though it'd be kind of wasteful to use counter spell.
You start sweating. Wait, no. He knows a counter. Kill the thing in front of the statue. I don't know what the hell you are.
Brilliant thought.
3 more darts come flying at you, Kevin.
I use my ability.
What ability?
Catch dart.
No, you cannot catch a magic missile.
We went over this.
I think it says catch missile.
Yeah, it can catch projectiles.
It's a projectile.
No,
It's
it's
a
not.
magic. 4.
It needs to be a ranged attack. Magic missile just hits you.
4, 8. That's 13 points of force damage against you, Kevin. And the last one, centered on Stony because it did not hear its master. Stony, and you're still standing next to him. You said that. Both of you need to roll another dexterity check.
Oh,
Did you say?
10 feet, yeah.
You're still within 20 feet, though. Both of you roll dexterity checks.
check or save?
Saves, sorry.
Oh, that's an 8.
Do I have cover from this where I'm hiding? Or
18.
Yeah, you would.
Cool.
You'd be the only one from it. 18?
Yeah.
Okay, you take half damage again, Kevin.
You lose
And I'll
one
get
down,
the
boys.
death save.
So, that's 10.
Yep, I'm done.
7, 10, 21 points of fire damage.
To me?
To Stony,
Oh.
and you would take half, which is 10.
Krevin's not looking good at this.
And finally, the Arcanaloth itself says, "Oh no, dearie, I still see you." Millie, you have the big idea. She's talking about you.
Oh, fuck you on. I'm so hurt.
Well, guys, it's nice CPK.
I'm so hurt right now.
TPUK.
I want to use Mogo, so I'm fine with this.
Not if you fly away, it's not.
But I think his time has come. He's had enough of Barovia.
And you have half cover, so that adds what? 2 points of or 2 to your AC?
2. Yeah.
Okay. We'll keep that in mind. And she is at disadvantage from Stony. Or he is at disadvantage from Stony. It's a natural 20 and a natural 1.
You are so lucky.
As a firebolt comes flying past the pillar you're behind.
He's one of his own
It's
children.
stuck.
You are so welcome. I got in her head.
Olga needs to make a death saving throw.
She also
has
took one
failed
from that
save
fireball.
because of fire.
Oh yeah, she failed 2 automatically from the fireball, didn't she?
2? That was 1.
If
It's
you're
one
down,
from
it's
ranged
automatic crit.
melee.
But fireball doesn't crit.
Only
Okay,
melee
so-
is crit.
So she's got 1 fail.
Say this is not gonna
She
work.
got a
both
19.
Hey, that's
So-
that's
Kevin, it's your turn.
Okay.
How are you feeling, dearie?
Trevor's gonna flap this guy and punch him in the face.
Oh, just run away, you fucking moron.
Go right ahead.
Run away or fight? Is the guy gonna intervene again if I try to run away?
You can't go, woman, and leave.
Didn't your one angelic guide tell you that you had to fight every battle you came across forever, or else you'd fall?
Yeah, that's the problem. Griffin still wants to go home after this. As long as Strong is dead, I don't think his god would care. Even with 2 things.
Man, are you gonna
also-
betray your god? This should be interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna grab. Okay, what's his room look like again?
It's a big ass room surrounded in black marble and amber.
And everyone's dead or dying.
No windows.
How am I gonna run away?
Through the door.
Can I try to grab Helga and Stony and fly out?
You can grab one or the other.
If you grab Stony, you also get Dovin's body because my platform follows me.
Millie
Oh,
can
they-
grab Tony.
I mean, I know Delvin won't care if she dies, but Griffin doesn't want to just throw people's lives away.
Oh, and Krevin did just tell us that she was also important. If you're still a person.
Okay. I got this. I have 2 actions anyway. Grab Stony. Fly out the door.
You're gonna fly for the door with Stony?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see how far that is real quick. And I just lost my page. That's cool. I know what page it is. 311. So
So you didn't go that far in for all this hell happened.
you guys are right up here, so that's 10, 20, 30. You're not even quite to the stairs yet.
Dash. Not fly dash, whatever you call it.
Oh wait, you move 40 feet anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
Or do you have a 30 feet flying speed?
Let me see. Everything gets
It
increased.
is a
when I-
30-foot flying speed, yes. But he gets plus 10 movement, but just because of being a monk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's 40.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, never mind. You're at the top of the stairs, almost out of the door. Or almost to the door.
Yeah.
As you fly past Millie.
Also, the tensor's floating
I
disc.
can't carry the big one, you jackass.
Millie, when it's your turn, remember this all happens in sequence. You can just jump onto the flying disc.
Stony.
Yeah, but I can't
What about
carry
Olga?
He's just fucked now.
Stony.
Death save.
I need you to make a death saving throw.
7.
That's a fail. I'm afraid. Millie, what do you do?
Well, she cannot possibly carry Olga.
You can try.
No, she really can't.
How much does Olga weigh?
A lot. She is technically human though, so yeah, a lot.
Big, beefy woman.
She's a big lady.
Big and beefy. The way Delvin likes
Millie
it.
is a halfling. Did you forget that she's not even 3 feet tall?
You got this.
You got it, dude.
You don't have to
Okay.
carry her. Just put her
Millie
on
will turn into a hybrid form and try to fly off with Olga.
Okay, so you turn into hybrid form. You can take 20. I think it's from where the pillar is. It's 20 feet of movement to get to Olga and then try to fly away.
You don't even need to get out all the way. Just put her on the disc.
Yeah, so in athletics, that is a whopping 7.
That's a no.
Oh no.
She's
No matter
not
how hard
dude.
Huh?
It's just like Millie was telling him to go for the big one for a reason.
Hey,
Actually,
so
I technically, because she's medium, Millie would have had disadvantage on that.
You failed either way.
Yeah.
hey, so quick question. My unseen servant, how's that guy doing?
Well, if you're unconscious, you lose concentration, which means he disappears.
Zach.
I'm not sure if that's concentration.
I gotta look it up. If it is, huh?
Why does that say that?
It's rapport. Read the whole damn word.
Right? Porra.
Unseen servant.
Look at the.
God damn.
It's a summon. I don't think it's concentration.
It is. Nope. It just says duration 1 hour.
Solid.
Duration.
He's doing a real good job of uncovering Dovin's body right now.
Oh, it
But-
has 1 hit point, so yeah, it's gone.
I was gonna say, even if it wasn't gone,
I wouldn't be able to command it.
yeah, you can't command it, so it would just be standing there stupidly for an hour. I tried.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do after you can't lift Olga?
Keep flying.
All right, so you get another, what is it, 30 feet, and then you can do your dash, right?
Yeah.
No, because you rolled athletics, you cannot do your dash.
Oh, yeah, that's
bonus
good.
action
30
dash.
feet.
Because rogue.
Oh yeah,
Well, the bonus action was to try and grab her.
Then you can
Okay.
use your main action to dash.
That's fair. Yeah, I can do 80 feet.
so
One
you
way or
are
the other, you get a dash.
right up there, right up next to Dovin. Or not Dovin, right up there next to Kreven. Who's next? Who could be next before you guys get out of this room?
So do we get it or
okay,
not?
okay.
The Arcanaloth and all the baddies.
Yep.
So it says, hurry, kill them all! Kill them all! This is not going to go well, guys. I'm forewarning you now.
TPK. TPK.
Another round of magic. She says, kill the flying things. Kill them both. The big one first.
Come at me, thought.
So the big one. You take, as more of these flying magic darts fly at you. 5, so 10. 14 points of force damage.
Grevin's down.
As you drop.
That's from 3d4s.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's D4 plus 1 is the magic missile. I rolled 2 4s and a 3.
I see.
Yeah. That's pretty brutal.
Yeah. Well.
It's almost max. The next one obviously is going to fly at Millie. I'm sorry, Millie.
Minimum damage will do it. I have 3 health.
I just want to know. 3, 7.
TPK.
Hmm.
TPK.
So you're up as well.
Only person up now
If
is
all
Stony.
3 hit me, I'm dropped with 2 failed death saves.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the last one is going to send out darts at the corpses to make sure you are dead.
Oh, at us?
TPK. TPK.
So I'm going to do the one thing that I tell you not to do is DM. And we're going to do a little bit of cutscene here. As the darts fly, 3 of them separate, 1 to hit each body. The Arcanaloth launches another fireball out of the statue. Everything slows down. And the bald man reappears, standing beside you all. None of you can see this, obviously. He and Sana look at you. The woman in the amber walls appears and forces Dovin's ghost out of it. Dovin is the only one that's technically conscious at this moment. His body his ghost is forced back into his body. And now he's unconscious. The man says, well, Sana, we have to do something. And she just shakes her head no. And he goes, we have to do something. And this is literally the stakes of the end of the world.
Kraven just thumbs up. Let me die.
She sighs, shrugs her shoulders. He pulls out a little golden ball. He speaks in a language that no one that's watching the stream would know. The entire room ripples. We shift to a very different scene. One that's not even in Barovia. I need to grab a different book. So I need you guys to take like 5 minutes to just go to the bathroom, take a breather, do what you got to do.
Grind on Brave Frontier.
As Zach desperately tries to save the campaign. I'll be back in
you
just
don't need to save the campaign by saving us.
I'm on Mogo. This guy seems fun. As he shoots his javelin of lightning from his spell.
You don't need to save the campaign by saving the party. You can use the backups.
I already used my backup.
Wait, Millie's your backup?
No, my fighter pulled the Don John out of the deck of many things.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And the only reason I pulled the Don John out is because I pulled the Idiot, which gives you another card. Yeah. So I lost 2 intelligence and then disappeared.
Sounds about right.
Damn. That escalated quickly. Oh, cool. I get drawn on the card. It's going to be interesting. Dead.
It was kind of a bummer. I had that character for like 5 months.
That sounds like a bummer.
One of the characters got a tattoo in remembrance of her, though, so that's something.
How good was the tattoo, though, is a question.
Oh, on the arm.
No, how good was it?
Oh, it was pretty good.
Chibi character. Perfect.
New character's a sorcerer.
My backup is Mogo the Ranger.
Now I have to figure out a new backup, just in case.
I gave him an unyielding hate for Strahd. For no good reason.
Fuck you, Strahd. Fuck you, Rando.
It's Mogo, okay. You just think Strahd's a dick. I just wants him dead.
Actually, now I gotta pee.
Go to the bathroom. You said you'd take a minute.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Connor's not back yet.
Ugh. Just waiting on Connor to get back.
Almost like classics.
We all get back at the same time?
Yeah, we did.
That's amazing. Okay, so we can jump right back into this then.
Okay, I'm fully ready for Kevin to die. I've been accepting this since session 1.
Calm down. So, we'll start with Millie. Millie, you've been working yourself as an agent your entire life to bring yourself up higher in the standing. You've worked with your organization to learn the secrets of the higher-ups to be able to blackmail and deceive them and into getting what you want. That's what your goal has been your whole life. But lucky you, week after week, you get put on the assignment you hate the most. You are the faux shopkeeper. And worst off yet, you're selling knickknacks that nobody fucking wants.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
You were sitting there with someone also that you're not exactly fond of. His name is Dearest Okran, a human male who's also been in this organization just as long as you. And he doesn't exactly have high, lofty goals. He figured this would be fairly easy to move up, and he's been very disappointed to repeatedly end up in the shop with you, who constantly talks about how bullshit this is. As you sit in the shop and you look around at all the wealthy people in this area's smiling faces as they brush you off, at much like most people do homeless people on the side of the street. What are you gonna say? What are you doing? This has been your whole life, as far as you know.
Fuck this.
Oh, come now. It could be worse. We could be...
Stab you.
Look, we could be trying to get secrets out of people that live in the sewers, and just saying. I feel like that'd be much worse than this. This is pretty easy. You lay back, you get your gold at the end of the week. What's the problem?
Sorry, I just envisioned the world without you, and it was really nice.
Damn.
Oh, God, you're such a bitch, Millie.
It's the job.
Also, Millie, in your whole life, you're the only halfling you've ever seen. You can't remember your parents. You don't know if you have any siblings. And you've never seen any other halfling. With that, we're going to switch over to Stony. I have to change pages here. I don't know a whole lot about this game, so bear with me. Numbers are hard, apparently. Stony, you, of course, are living out your dream. You're currently standing in a room with two of your known associates. A human male whose name is... I'm coming up with stuff at this... Ractavo, because why the hell not? And there's actually names for this person. I'm sorry. I'm throwing this together at the last second because I was expecting it, but I wasn't expecting this to happen so quickly. Really? And a woman named Boja. The woman has a very humanoid body, but the head of an elephant. She's called the Loxodon. And you are all currently in the classic mad scientist scene, working on some sort of experiment.
It's alive!
But it has just failed. But you've been gathering data for months now, and you know you're getting close on whatever this experiment is. Most people are proud of your gauntlet for its utility rather than just its raw power that they usually come up with in the league. The human pulls up his goggles and says, "Well, Professor, what do you think we did wrong? Why isn't it working?"
Well, there are several possibilities. One is that we had too much acid in it. Another is that we didn't charge it up enough. Third is that we didn't calibrate our machinery properly. Really, we just need to adjust the variables until we get it right. And we know that these aren't the right variables, so.
You know, they say a random explosion in the background kills a bunch of people.
All right.
I know this name.
As Kevin has just
But it's
innocently
escaping
killed
me.
30,000 people.
Really? So he just rubs his face for a minute, adjusts his goggles on his head because they're pinching him. Says, "I feel like the dragon will just be very angry at us if we don't come out with something at some point." The Loxodon lady says, "No, no, no. You know, all they care about is solid research, gathering information, knowing what will happen next. That's all that matters. Right, Professor?"
You're gonna die.
Well, it's debatable what they're really looking for.
Enough of these philosophical matters. We should get to tinkering. What should we do next, Professor? And then we're going to pan over to the next person.
Oh no.
There's only one place really to put you.
Hell, heaven. Some place in between.
You are currently tied to a large target board spinning in circles as children throw knives at you. No, I'm kidding. I'm
Well,
kidding.
that
Everyone.
escalated
I'm
quickly.
kidding, everyone.
Like, what did Kremen do so bad? Exist? My punishment is existing?
I dare you. You don't have the cojones. Put him on that dartboard.
You know, when you got into the works of law enforcement, you never pictured that there'd be so many conferences, so many speeches you had to sit through. All the boring Senate meetings that you sit through, and your eyes sort of twitching. The elf next to you scoffs. "You humans are always so impatient." And as far as you know, you are human.
Okay. Not impatient. We just don't live long. We like to wait.
Well, the laws must be made before they can be enforced.
Yeah, until it's too late to enforce, everyone dies. Too much talk, not enough action.
Well, if you wanted action, you should have joined the Boros, not us.
I
Not
heard,
the
this was the
Senate.
better, I heard this was the better idea.
It's definitely safer. We make the laws, they enforce them. Very rarely have to get our hands dirty. It's the ideal life. And believe me, I have a long life to live. I would rather be here than with scars and broken limbs and removed limbs, as it often happens. And you look down, you see a Boros Legionnaire. His eye is missing, he has a patch over it.
But he fought for you to have that right.
or we gave him the right to fight for us.
Let's just sit this out with this council meeting is over now. Our Senate meeting. And then join Jedi.
No, you have another like 3 hours of the Senate meeting.
Is there alcohol?
There's alcohol served afterwards.
But hey, you don't look like a fucked up monster.
That's true. You do not look like a fucked up monster, nor have you ever, and according to your mind.
No, I look actually pretty nice for once. I'm not some horribly ugly beast. Life is better this way.
Really quickly, and then we'll get back to Krevin in just a second. Just in case anyone is wondering, Dobin is somewhere in a swamp, fighting all sorts of things with his new human wife, just enjoying life, murdering things.
I was gonna say, even before the life thing, like he's in a swamp killing shit. I'm like, Dobin's good. Dobin's
And
happy.
he's drunk.
The moment he says
He's usually
swamp,
drunk, yeah.
I all I think it was Shrek. He's in the swamp with a best friend.
He has a Scottish lyric. He now has a Scottish accent.
A talking donkey friend.
Move back to Krevin's boring Senate meeting. You get nudged awake. The meeting's over. Maybe next time.
Just learning that Duloc is a good place.
Okay, yeah, I stand up. Oh, thank God.
You're like sweating a little bit from the heat inside the room from all these bodies.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
He's watching it drip. I was like, you know, I make a point not to befriend your type because of that's gross shit. But here we are. Many kind of ushers.
Elves sweat.
No, we don't.
Okay, whatever.
That is disgusting. So you two are walking through the main area outside of the Senate building. Again, I'm sorry if you've already figured out the setting is. Anyone that watches it and starts to get really mad at me, I don't know a lot about it. I'm just reading. So
I don't know what the hell's even going on. I feel like it's Star Wars though.
I have to change the title of this this episode though. This was supposed to be like next season shit, but all right, here we are. So, as you're walking through, you're chatting about, you're being caught up. Basically, you're getting the cliff notes.
Okay, everything I slept through.
Yeah. And you pass the a booth with the couple of Boros guards, our legionnaires standing there, offering for people to join them to switch sides. And it's always been tempting to you. But Father always told you it'd be safer to stay within the Senate like he was.
Time for me to live my own life in the service of others.
So you just break away and...
I can't take it. That was too boring. These people are annoying and the elf is a dick. To war!
So you march over.
Yeah.
There's a grumpy Minotaur man and an equally grumpy human standing there. The Minotaur speaks up. He goes, what do you want?
To join?
They look at each other. But you're a part of the Senate. Why would you want to join us? Wouldn't you rather live your pillow top cushion life?
There's no fun in it.
I would assume not, but you chose that life.
No, it was chosen for me.
So we are to assume that someone that could just switch guilds like this would be loyal to our cause.
I want to help others. That's why I became a senator, but obviously no one wants to listen there.
Yeah, a bunch of bureaucrats, useless.
Extremely slow. So slow. Against falling back to
I
sleep.
agree. Our laws change every fucking day. We have to change what we do every fucking day. You know how annoying that is? That every morning we have a 4-hour meeting before we can go out to the streets?
You're no longer going to look at the bureaucrats. You cannot look at the nobles. Do not mess with the nobles. Arrest anyone that is not a noble.
No, we can arrest nobles. What'd you do? Sleep through the last Senate meeting?
Yes.
Oh, God. Are you going to sleep through our missions, too?
No, this is don't probably don't be as boring.
All right, you're going to want to return your badge there and here, sign these papers. And he starts handing you paperwork, like a pile of paperwork for the transfer.
You're the other guy.
The man who has been somewhat of a friend to you, just as he was a friend to your father, to your grandfather, to his father, to his
How
father,
old is he?
He's old. This guy's up in like 600-700s.
Damn.
He's an old elf. He goes way back. He says, honestly, your whole family was never very good in the Senate.
Oh, I agree.
He pats you on the back. Best wishes, my friend.
Thank you.
Millie, you've seen all this transaction happen, and all day you haven't seen anyone walk over to the Boros booth.
But me and Millie met before?
Nope, you've never met before.
Oh.
Hey, this will be funny.
Oh
I throw a rock at one of them while they're not looking.
no.
Probably the old elf.
Just roll a general dexterity throw.
10 plus 4, 14.
So you throw it, and it doesn't hit your intended target, but you've just seen a senator walk over there, and it pegs him in the back of the head.
Who did that? Thank you.
You see a human man in a booth across the way laughing, and with all these cheap-ass knickknacks they're trying to sell. This is in like a real-world setting. This would be the person selling knockoff T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what's happening.
Ignore them.
Oh, are you gonna join the Boros? You can't speak up one time. Right, proper cunt.
What's on the table?
Not me.
It was not the guy in the booth. It was some random person on the side of the street, one of the nobles.
What's those in there? So I'm still higher.
The Minotaur says, are you going to do something about that?
Look at the table. Is anything like weighted and heavy?
There's like pens on the table.
Oh wait, is there an inkwell?
No, there's like actual pens on the
How
table.
is it pens?
There's like actual pens on the
Oh, I
table.
need an inkwell so I can go to inkwell the guys. So
It's pens, my friend.
Pens, not quills.
It is pens, not quills. Yes.
Okay, let's take like 4 pens and
Roll dexterity. Who are you aiming at? Because you don't know who threw it. It was some random person in the streets laughing at you.
I can't see them. Or perception.
So let's go back. What happened is she threw it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a human in the booth laughing, and a different noble person just on the side of the street starts laughing at you. Who are you trying to hit? You can see all three of them. You can see the halfling and the human.
All 3.
Actually, you can't really tell what the halfling is. You'd think it's just a vaguely attractive goblinoid.
Attractive goblinoid.
Like the most attractive goblin you've ever seen, actually. Because you've never seen an attractive goblin.
I don't think I've ever seen a goblin.
But they're about the same size. You would have definitely seen goblins. They're all over the place.
No, it's just listen to I can't see. Listen to I can't see.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
she's kind of behind the booth.
They're like point blank forehead pin.
So you can roll 2 dexterity checks at the noble and one at the noble, one at the human laughing.
Plus 2 is 18.
On the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just peg him in the forehead. Oh! Get him! Arrest him!
17.
Okay, and you hit the human too. He goes, oh, what the hell? See, Millie, this is why you don't do this shit.
Millie's gone.
Finish that paperwork
Millie's
and
just
run.
gone. Okay, so the board
Yeah, she is hiding in a
Hold on.
she is hiding in a place that's happening, but she disappeared while the noble was distracting everybody.
Okay, so as the nobles yell on this, the Minotaur says, hurry up and sign right here, and we can't. There you go. We can't. He just signed up. Sorry. The noble says, my father will hear about this.
As he walks away, another pen.
Walks away, his bright white blonde hair flopping in the hair.
Wait. 30-20. Another
He's
pen.
already disappeared into
Aw.
the crowd. Sorry. So Millie, you duck under the curtain behind the booth and you take off. Is there anywhere in particular you would head? There, there's like sewers and secret passageways, and there's back alleys and all sorts of fun stuff for rogues to hide in.
Yeah. Well, I also have I have that city streets thing that lets me know all those places, like that little background thing.
Yep, I was playing into that.
So probably to one of the what do you call them, pubs that the guild or organization or whatever it's called tend to
Just a
frequent.
little drinking den.
Yeah, seedy drinking den of some sort that we tend to frequent.
So you would know that your particular organization that you're in, only the people within the organization know that you guys are in the organization. Most of the outsiders, where you're at, is basically like an urban legend. Most other people don't believe it even exists. So yeah, you would have like secret places where just you guys can meet up and secret, and you just go there and you drink. There's very specific bartenders who are blindfolded and gagged and brought here, sometimes against their will, sometimes not. You come in and you get pushed up to the countertop. There's a tall man there with a bald head and a long, pointy black beard. And he says, "Miss Sweetberry, what can I get you this time?"
Cordial.
Get what?
Cordial.
What?
It's a thick, sweet kind of liquor.
Okay. Just, ma'am, you drank us completely out of it last time.
I didn't do the apple kind this time. It was strawberry before.
You did the time before.
Lime flavor.
Frankly, ma'am, I'm worried you might have a problem.
I'll tell you when I've had a problem.
We have a old age mead if you would prefer that.
Fine.
He pours you a thick mead. Like, you're pretty sure this may actually still just be honey. You drink it. It gives you a fair buzz.
That works for me.
So what trouble did you get up to come hiding here again?
I was trying to get what was that guy's name again?
Your buddy?
Air quotes, yeah.
Dyrus Okran.
Yeah, I was trying to get Darius caught up in some bullshit. Thought it would be funny.
Was it?
You know, they can only give him so many reprimands before they take his head.
Yeah.
I mean, you must agree that that's a little far.
Nah.
I mean, he's fully in his right to do it to me. He's just not good enough.
I mean, I suppose. I'm not supposed to speak of any such things, but I suppose. Have you had any success in making contacts outside of the house?
No, the stand is awful, and you should know the stand is awful. Everybody hates the stand for a reason. Except for Jordan, because he's a psychopath, and that's part of why I like to fuck with him.
It is quite odd. Fortunately, I've never had to work the stand. It's one of the perks of being a volunteer bartender for the house. You hear a drunken man in the background just laugh at that.
Drasco or Galandra?
Huh?
The house name.
The house name?
Yeah, that I'm a part of, apparently. Drasco or Galandra?
Oh no, the organization is called House Demir.
Dargan, Flargan, Dargan.
Looks like Connor just figured out.
Bargain me, motherfucker. I'll go back and throw a rock at your ass again.
I'll throw a pin at you.
I'll catch it.
I'll catch the rock.
And it'll be an impasse.
We get it. Nothing goes over either of your heads.
This is a link map.
Our reflexes are too quick.
Drax.
So
Where'd be the sound?
Where'd it go?
Raising down, put it down.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, that'd be the sound.
So we'll switch back over to Stony now. Stony, you're walking deep into the League's home. And you come across, you stand and wait. You start tinkering. You wait for about an hour. You sit in the little stone chair that's there for the visitors, even though I say little stone, but it's little stone compared to who's you're expecting to give your report to. But for you, it's quite large. Most of the people in the League are quite bigger than you. And the goblins that are in the League never get to come here. It's a special privilege of one of the higher esteemed in the League. Finally, you hear the gold before you start sliding and shifting as the dragon pops its head out. And this is Niv Mizzet. Niv says, well, how is your research into using science to animate the dead coming? I heard you were using acid most recently.
Yes, we were using it because it would create some sort of reaction with the body, and we felt we could use that to jumpstart the nerves to get it to move. So far, the results have been unsuccessful, but we're getting closer and closer to a breakthrough.
Well, that's very good. And your students, your underlings, how are they faring? Are they becoming frustrated yet?
Not as far as I can tell.
Well, keep an eye out for that. You know, in these young initiates, the discouragement of failure often turns them away.
Yes, I'm trying to curb it as much as I can.
Well, just remember, bodily harm is fine as long as it's in the pursuit of science. These risks are necessary.
That does not sound like a good excuse.
I encourage you, please, start taking off the chain. Let go of the reins a little bit. Embrace the chaos, and maybe you'll find your solution.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind, sir.
Its head goes back into the gold. You are dismissed, you hear from inside the pile.
Thank you, sir. I will report back the next time we have something major occur.
Please do so.
Then Stony would hop out of the chair and walk out of the building that he is in.
Yeah, I need to look up the landscape of the building. So I know what I'm doing this week. So as you're walking up, you come across a hobbled old man, hunched over, big. He's got a little bit of a hump forming from all the years of being hunched over. His goggles are permanently affixed to his face by the crinkle in his brow. And his goggles are pretty unique. They can magnify by themselves and draw back. And they do them almost as if he's using his brain to function it. And you see one of the little sliders click over and it zooms in. And for being a human, he's surprisingly short. Because of the hunch, he's around like 4'3", very small. But he still leans over to talk to you. He says, "Oh, well, Stony, I see you've come to report. Yes? Any success?"
None so far. We're still working, but we're gonna get something soon. I can feel it.
Well, my students have made many breakthroughs already. This is why I'm giving so many. You know this to be, oh man, I just had his name is Godriel. And I'm gonna write bad because you don't like him. And he's known for being a little more snooty around here and way more vain and prideful of his accomplishments than most other people are. It seems like he's the one person in the league that isn't in the pursuit of science for the pursuit of science. Rather, he is in the pursuit of science to achieve glory and fame.
Stony chuckles at him. Well, might have contributed a lot of different things, but the size of it hasn't really been, the size of each individual one hasn't been that amazing.
Well, I mean, I am the one that figured out how to use magical energy to power all the lights in the city, but whatever.
So,
This is a dick measuring contest.
congrats. You
Basically,
invented
yeah.
a wire.
Well, I didn't see anyone else do it before me. And what's your great accomplishment? That gauntlet? It can't even kill anyone.
You want to test that fact?
Stony raises an eyebrow.
As Connor actually does.
Oh, you'd be surprised what it can do.
Got your fucking face on.
You know, I hate to say it, you're one of the smarter ones in the league itself. I wanted to talk to you about extra-dimensional transportation.
All right, what about it?
Well, I'm developing a theory on how we could do it ourselves at will.
At will.
At will.
Keep
Are you-
talking.
Interested in being my underling for a while? This is top secret information. Only I and Niv Mizzet, who recommended you to join me. As he's saying that, a goblin comes running through, trying to rush a vial out before it explodes and kills him all over the walls.
He's dead?
Well, that's why we hire the goblins. No, it kills the goblin all over the wall, not him.
No, I said damn.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It happens a lot.
I don't doubt
It's
that.
a very common sight here.
Well, shit. He's dead.
I would be more than happy to dedicate half of my days to you.
Shall we say the first or the fourth day of the week?
That is more than suitable.
Yeah, it leaves you 3 days of the week to do your own research. Leave your students to themselves for a few days and see how they fare on their own. Because everyone has to learn, yes.
Yes, of course. I have full faith in them.
I'll see you first thing in the morning. And he turns and walks it. He starts heading down to Niv Mizzet himself to report his findings.
Stoney's going to be walking back to his laboratory, stroking his chin the whole way, thinking about whether or not it's actually possible to do extra-dimensional travel at will.
I just imagine like math appearing in the air all around him as he's trying to figure out what the fuck he's talking about, trying to figure this out.
Yeah. He's using his... He popped the mage hand off, and it's just like drawing numbers in the air as he's stroking his chin.
Right.
Yeah, the hand is Jarvis. My bad. Jarvis.
Yarvis, yeah. We gotta avoid being sued. So we'll switch over to Kreven again.
Oh no.
So after all these events, the day goes on, the night closes, and you wake up in an unfamiliar room. You're not allowed to stay in your home because you are now in basically boot camp for the Boros Legion.
Mm-hmm.
I need to switch to the Boros real quick.
The king country.
So you were woken up at an ungodly hour after sleeping in an ungodly bed and getting, no doubt, the worst sleep you've ever had in your life. You have lived a very cushy life being the son of a senator and then being a senator yourself for years.
I am very happy.
You're happy, but you're in pain. You know what I mean?
I'm happy.
You're happy to be suffering now. You immediately all those videos you see like of the Army or the Marines or whatever, and they're just like driving men into the dirt.
Yeah.
Just constantly drilling you. That's what you go through for the next 18 hours.
I love every moment of it.
Over the course of the next week.
He becomes a masochist.
You just keep going through this and going through this and going through this. And you're loving every minute of it, but it's kind of roll a Constitution save.
Constitution.
We should roll it at disadvantage because it is, even though you love it, it is unexpected on how difficult it would be.
Okay, 15. 15.
Okay. So most people around you, you see, are starting to wear down.
Okay.
But you're not quite at the end of your first breath, but you can kind of feel it coming after the first week.
Okay.
During this week, Millie, for the rest of the week, your orders are still to attend the booth or the stall.
Anymore. I cannot do this another day. No. I'm better than that booth.
Cyrus says, "Oh, come now. Maybe we'll get a new assignment next week." Well, you'll get a new assignment next week. I requested this again. Nice, cushy job.
This is why I throw rocks.
As well. Like I
Does he have
said,
a pin mark?
next week, maybe you'll have a new assignment. Who knows? As it says that out of the corner of your eye, you notice a small paper swan with amongst the knickknacks, and you know this is one of the signs of like a note of what you should read, and you know you got to read it quickly because within 30 seconds this is going to burst into flame and be gone forever.
Yeah, I take it. Fuck off.
And here you actually were taught how to read from a young age.
Millie's mind blown.
So you do take it and read it?
Yeah.
You open it up, and to your surprise, your delight, and your extreme pleasure, you see it says, "You've been assigned a new task. Report to headquarters immediately."
Fuck off. And she walks away. Throws the burning paper back at him.
Yeah, and it like catches fire and catches one of the drapes on fire, so he's frantically trying to put it out. The Boros are jumping over, trying to help assist.
Just double middle fingers out of the building.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Sunglasses fall down, yeah.
So you walk down the street, you turn left down an alley, turn right down another alley, you walk a quarter mile, you go up some stairs, you go down some stairs, you take another left, and you find you find a sewer main, you drop into it, and you walk for 4 miles before you pop back out and you're on a whole different street. And there's a run-down, shitty little restaurant. This isn't the main headquarters, but it is your local headquarters. The restaurant is a front.
I still order pot stickers.
I was going to say, imagine, if you will, like a Chinese restaurant.
I already was, so that works.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going with this. So you order the pot stickers, you get them before you go inside. They're just nom 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 nom.
I got him like all impaled on a skewer, so I could just kind of.
You come into a room. It's kind of like a. I think the best way to. I guess it'd be kind of like a TV PlayStation. Damn it, police station. Where there's about 7 desks around here, and these people basically assign you your tasks. So you know, one particular lady is the lady you answer to. It's a human woman. She has bright white hair with a ridiculous ass haircut. Her name is Yolandi. So you walk up, you sit in the chair. She looks at you and says, "What are you doing here?"
I don't work at the shitty booth anymore.
Yes, you do. You're there for the rest of the week.
I got the note.
Where's the note?
It burned.
kidding. Just kidding. Sorry, we don't get a lot of jokes around here.
I spend for that once.
She very loudly says, "Everyone around here is such shits."
Fuck you.
That
So
part's
boring.
true. That part's true.
It's so depressing here. I'm sorry. I have to get cracking every now and then, otherwise I'm going to hang myself tonight.
I've heard hemp is good for that.
The hell is hemp?
It's a kind of rope.
Sure. Anyway, I would just use a wire, but whatever.
That's going to cut into you, and you're going to feel a lot more.
Not if you drop far enough.
Well, then it's just going to cut your head off, and you might as well just piss somebody off and get beheaded. That way you have fun first.
But if you piss someone off, I mean, they could drag it out. Anyway, and then she looks through her paperwork and finds a sheet that says, "Oh, apparently you have been assigned a new task.
Yeah, female prostitute. What?
You're working undercover as a hooker." No,
How many daggers does this version of Millie have?
There's a number you can count that high?
Yeah, is it just like that guy on the Sinbad cartoon?
I've never seen the Sinbad cartoon.
Oh, there's a scene with this pirate who pulls out like 30 daggers while they're telling him to put their weapons away. So it's pretty funny.
Oh, like that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where she was pulling all those guns?
Yeah.
I never want that series to end.
Well, she says, "Well, how much do you know about the Is It League?"
They're nerds.
I mean,
Yeah.
some would say that, but they're also kind of fucking crazy.
I mean, that's not the bad thing. That's honestly the better part of their personality.
Their regular explosion of goblins can
That
be...
talk about acids and bases and neutralization.
Well, I mean, blowing up the goblins all day is pretty
I don't
interesting.
really care about how it works as long as I know that mixing these two things gives me acid.
Nah, I agree. Or poisons. Have you ever heard one of them talking about neutralizing poisons? I mean, it's just... Yawn. I'd rather be in using...
Thankfully, I didn't study poisons.
I would rather be in the Senate. I mean, it would be less boring.
That's what they think.
Anyway,
Yeah, I chose alchemy because you can blow things up sometimes, and that's fun.
that's interesting.
Usually it was goblins.
You're just sitting here cough like.
We need you to actually go undercover in the Is It League. You see, there is someone by the name of Godriel Sherhall. He is working on some... No, he's actually a decrepit old human.
Oh. Am I supposed to push him down some stairs then?
No, we're not going to kill him. We're not assassinating this one. We need your information gathering.
So am I supposed to push him down a smaller set of stairs?
He is very old. Please don't do that.
Unless
Unless someone else has his research, then
That's
I don't
cool.
care what...
Out of a chair. Into a couch?
I mean, if you feel it's necessary, you can. I love murdering Millie. It's a lot of fun.
Come on.
So I'm not sure exactly what it is that he's studying, but the higher ups really want that information. And apparently there is a promotion and rank if you succeed in this mission, which means you will never go back to the booth.
I'm not going back either way. I was actually going to just leave today, but I got that note and whew.
I spent 3 months in that booth. Just...
Did you have to listen to Darius the entire time?
No, I had that Elven woman who, the chipper one, she was killed, remember? I can't remember her name. It's like Nyla or some shit like that.
Oh, by the way, he actually enjoys working there, so if you ever give him a different job, that'll be fucking with him.
I'm glad I'm not his handler. I don't know who is, but, you know. if you really don't like the guy, we could transport him to somewhere else a little more dangerous. It'd be a little fun, right? He's here to be lazy, yes?
Oh, very.
Okay.
He would likely defect before he got killed.
Oh, that would result in death. As I'm sure you know if you would have defected yourself.
Only if you found me.
You know very well that we have our ways. Our little booths all over the place. And there's no one quite like you around, if you know what I mean.
I just hire somebody short and sit on their shoulders with a coat.
Overcoats? Yeah. Oh, I suppose that would. Anyway. So here are your papers to submit to get into the Is It League.
All right. Yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah. It's just information gathering. You just have to get cozy up with this the DM forgot his name again. This Gadriel fellow. The sure hall. How hard could that be? He's an old crotchety guy. Maybe you remind him of his granddaughter or something. Just remember, you're undercover. Get the information. Get all of his work. Bring it back to me. I turn it over where it needs to go. This is all very top secret. Hush, hush. Kill as little people as you can.
Do goblins count as people?
Not entirely.
Good.
Consider if you can make that look like an accident.
It's always an accident. Have you ever been to the Is It League?
I mean, sometimes I wonder if it's on purpose just to watch them explode. Keeps their janitors employed, I suppose.
I got my supplementary lessons.
You can't prove that.
One of those little buggers dies every day. Honestly, sometimes I think they do it for fun. And I don't mean the Is It League. I mean the goblins.
It's very possible. They're the strange sort. So, with that,
watching things,
she sends you off to your local Is It League. What's it called? They have a specific name for it. Basically, their college, wherever it would be. You're looking at a massive building with all sorts of steamwork and magical energy flowing in and out in pipes. Gears are turning on the outside of the building for some reason. You watch as like the top half shifts as the whole thing rotates in on its square. Kind of like a Rubik's Cube.
Alrighty.
And then you hear an explosion from inside, and you realize this may be more dangerous than you thought.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Probably a dead goblin.
There's people walking up and down the stairs all day long. Some of them have mad, crazy stand-up hair like they were just electrocuted. Some people look very high and esteemed. There are goblins running around with random vials of shit. In some cases, it is, in fact, shit. They need the manure for combustion.
Millie will shadow behind some of the people who look like they're heading towards somewhere with people and trip a goblin on the way.
So there are like 4 doors to this room, and each one has a doorman in front of them. And as people walk up to the door, they open it and close it. And there's this constant. No one's really sure why they're even there, because it's all day. They just open and close. The hinges often have to be replaced, both between the explosions sending the doors flying off and then breaking off from where.
Fun.
So it's simple enough for you to just walk in. You're like looking for someone to hand your paperwork to, but there doesn't appear to be any kind of organization here. You're just like, fuck it, find somewhere to go.
There is order in this chaos, trust me.
Just keep looking around, and every once in a while, I'll trip a goblin.
Goblins.
So you're walking through the hallways, and as one does, you meander down several dozen floors before finally deciding to give up and turn back. And around the last corner you peek around, you see a sight that you never thought you would see before. Again, oh, well, ever, really. He's not quite a goblin, but he's roughly the same size. And walking away from him is some decrepit old human with a hunch as he disappears down another flight of stairs. You see the door closed and it says restricted access across the door. And you see this man that you don't understand. You think he might be another halfling, and considering he's considerably older than you, he might even be your dad, as far as you know, because you're so rare. And he's stroking his chin as this plate of metal is floating, writing down strange archaic symbols in the air.
Usually goblins don't have hair.
He is speaking to you, Stony.
Yeah, you're right. They don't.
Where'd you get yours?
I'm not a goblin.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Stony, you've also never seen a person this small.
Can I roll insight to see if
Ever.
Stone is actually a goblin who's in my place this whole time?
I'm pretty sure. Are you a gnome?
What's a gnome?
I'm a gnome.
No, you're a goblin.
No, I'm a gnome.
Are you sure about that?
I'm very sure. My skin is not green.
That's fair. Figured
What
that
are you if you're not a gnome?
Don't see shit.
What are you if you're not a gnome?
Not sure.
No.
It's not a gnome though.
You would know you are a halfling. You would definitely know you're a halfling.
Apparently.
Stony, you've never heard of a halfling before in your life.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Stony makes a mental note to write this down later.
So I'm looking for this decrepit old bastard named Gadriel.
Oh, yeah, he just went down to give his report.
Downstairs?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go down there.
Just touch
Normally,
me.
reports are supposed to be classified.
Hey, you show me where.
I mean, right over there at that door that says restricted.
Oh, that looks fun. And she runs over towards the restricted door.
No,
And
wait.
Stony,
No, wait, please.
so as you get closer to the door, yeah, Stony, you would know that what she's about to do is a really bad idea unless she has express permission from Nib Mizzet to go down there. Which is information that was forgotten to give to you, by the way, Millie.
Do you have permission to go down there?
Probably. I have to talk to the old guy. That sounds like
Just
it.
wait for him to get out.
But he's old. He might die down there.
I doubt it.
Well, that's not very convincing. Oh, just a little bit. I like jostle the door.
When you do that, the door suddenly starts to feel very warm, and then with explosive electrical energy, you were thrown 50 feet across this hallway.
That's fair. That's fair.
You slide right back up to the
And that's why we don't try to open the door without permission.
Fair. They have rubber.
I mean, I have this, and Stony holds up his gauntlet.
Is it conductive?
very.
On the outside, yeah, but I isolate.
And that doesn't hurt me. I need through the door, which means I need something that doesn't get shocked.
Or you could just wait for him.
Can I?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Fine. She starts to fuck with stuff that she probably shouldn't.
Oh, no.
This hallway is mostly picture like a hospital hallway, but there's a lot fewer doors. It's very stark white. It's artificially lit, not by fluorescent bulbs, obviously, but it is artificially lit by electrical energy coursing through a pipe above it. There are about 4 doors in here, 3 which are locked. The last one is a storage closet with the strangest cleaning tools you've ever seen.
Toothbrush.
So yeah, she just walks around and starts messing with all the doors, Stony. And you've never seen this person before in your life again. And she is deep within the hold.
So where exactly are you supposed to be?
I'm supposed to be talking to Gadriel, so I would assume down there, but no, that's not allowed.
Who gave you that assignment?
Who was I told to say gave me that assignment?
You weren't told.
Oh.
This is a baptism by fire type deal.
Baptism by fire. Perfect.
You know?
So to speak. Sorry, I didn't think about that.
He told me to do it, but I have the paper.
And you see, he's holding up a packet of papers, which are credentials to join the Is It League and begin research as an understudy.
Does it specifically list Gadriel?
It does not specifically list Gadriel.
Who gave you these papers?
Can't remember the name. Maybe Jonet? I'm pretty sure it's a Jonet.
You've never heard of this person either, Stony. You remember?
I
I
think you've heard of everyone, you narcissistic fuck.
I mean, I've been around here for a while, so...
You remember having to take a qualifier exam, and basically they send you off to be an understudy of anyone that will take you to be an understudy for a while until you prove yourself to the league.
I'm working with Gadriel every other day of the week. Just come with me and you can work with me on those.
It's such a bad idea. All right.
All right, and that's where we'll call it this week.
I'm very confused. What's going on?
We'll talk about that after I stop streaming. So
Stoney's going to teach her how to read.
she knows how to read now.
What's wrong with their
Here.
characters?
So this has
Stoney's
been
going to teach you how to do math.
this has been episode 22 of Curse on Dice. I have to change the name now because there was supposed to be this whole Amber Temple thing, and that didn't last very long.
TPK.
TPK. So yeah, very nearly. It technically was a TPK. So, moving on. My name is Zach Naragon. You can find all of my social media stuff. Okay, so when I say all my social media stuff, I mean Twitter is at YZachY. I used to have the other things, but whatever. But yeah, you can find me at YZachY on Twitter. You can also find me in the Absolute Tabletop Official RPG group on Facebook. Constantly just commenting on things. I post a lot of memes. Some people like it. Most people don't.
Avoid them at all costs.
It's okay. It's just a great.
Please.
What's that?
Send him hate mail.
You can send me hate mail because that means people are paying attention.
Send him a horse in his bed. Horse head. Go mob style.
Let's not go that far. And of course, check out Versatile Diecaster.
Join me in December, later December. There's going to be some stuff going up regarding Draconica when I actually have time away from college.
Yeah, Draconica. That's fun too. I'm excited to see how much further you get along with that. So until next time, see you again. Hopefully relatively the same time next week. Bye-bye.
Everything go well.